Today is the 16th of February and it's been 1 week since we started the health maxing phase on YouTube. The goal of this phase was to number 1, clean up my diet, number 2, improve my sleep hygiene, number 3, lose some weight, number 4, get regular at the gym, and number 5, rehab my knee injury. Now let's see what progress we've made so far. Now with respect to my diet, I do believe that I ate a lot cleaner this past week in comparison to the entirety of January. Most of the days I ate at home except for the weekend. I did eat out, but I tried to eat healthy, clean foods. So the diet was decent. It can get better, but a decent start to say the least. And as you can tell, my face has started to clear out, acne breakout is a lot lesser, and the puffiness has also started to disappear. Now coming to my sleep hygiene, to be honest with you all, I have made no progress on that front. I'm still sleeping late, waking up late, and I still feel like shit when I wake up. Mostly because I regret the fact that I slept late. It's a loop, right? It's a negative loop where you sleep late, wake up late, feel like shit. But yeah, this week I am going to try to wake up earlier and try to go to bed on time. Editing the vlogs in the night is taking up a big chunk of my time, but I don't want to outsource the editing. I want to edit my vlogs myself and I want to keep it raw, unfiltered, the way I like it. Now coming to the weight loss aspect. The last 7 days, I've not lost any weight. I'm still sitting at somewhere around 84-85 kgs. But the good thing is that my steps have increased. I believe I'm averaging anywhere between 15 to 17k. Let me just check that real quick. Yep, my average for the past week was 15.3k, which is good in comparison to my past week, which was only 10k. So we're walking more, burning more. The weight loss should reflect in the coming few days. Now let's talk about my training. Guys, training has been top tier. I'm making progress, I'm getting stronger. I've not missed a single session the past week, so everything is good on that front. For the coming week, I want to take that momentum and build on it. And I also want to start training legs. But this leg situation is a bit tricky, which brings me to the final point, injury rehab. Bruv, my knee has gone from bad to worse. And the reason is because I still have not stopped playing cricket. I'm still playing in those shitty chappals. I'm still bowling, which is making the situation a lot worse. You see, when you bowl, when you run in and when you jump and when you land on your left knee, there's a lot of weight on that. Somebody mentioned that you experience anywhere between 5 to 10 times of your body weight in that instant. I believe Ben Stokes said that in a video. And bro, if your technique is bad, and my technique is terrible because I've never been for cricket coaching, anything like that, right? I'm just relying on brute force. So when I land on my knee with terrible technique in those shitty chappals, it's just making things worse and worse. So for the coming week, I've decided no more cricket. And even if I'm playing, no more bowling for sure. Like no bowling, no matter what. And I also need to buy a pair of shoes. Decathlon जाऊंगा, सस्ते वाले 2-3 हज़ार शूज जो मैं ग्राउंड में पहन सकता हूँ, and we'll start using those shoes for cricket. And with respect to rehab itself, I have written out a rehab plan for myself. I'm going to follow it at the gym. And understand that rehab doesn't mean ki we'll stop training legs or we'll only do lightweight kettlebell stuff. No. Rehab means that we are still going to perform same exercises but gradually expose our knee in those ranges of motion that cause pain. A lot of times pain doesn't mean that there is direct damage to the knee or the supporting structure. It doesn't mean that you've torn a ligament or there's some direct damage. A lot of times the pain is more mental than it is physical. You see, your brain and your central nervous system, they are such a defensive mechanism that they can overplay even the tiniest injury. They can make that pain, which is actually a 1 on 10, seem like a 7 on 10. And a 7 on 10 pain is bad, okay? For rehab, we are going to gradually build resilience in those ranges of motion that cause me pain. And if that does not improve, then I will go ahead with an MRI scan and see if there is damage to the bone or tissue, which likely is not the case. I don't think there's any direct damage. And by the way, even if there is a tear or some damage, the rehab process still remains the same. It's not like there will be a completely different process. Unless you've completely torn your ACL apart, then it's different. But if I torn my ACL, I would have known. Because when you've torn your ACL, when you're walking, you suddenly do this. Like you suddenly lose balance, you suddenly lose control over your leg. That is not happening with me. The only time I experience pain is when I'm 90 degrees and below, okay? I'm scared to go right now, but yeah, when you go 90 degree and below, right there, when I try to generate force, the pain kicks in. Don't worry, we'll find a solution. I've had this pain in the past. It happened due to cricket again. Now enough talking, let's go hit the gym. We're training push and arms again. Guys, just got to the gym and check this out. Glass toota hai and it broke on its own. Check this, guys. It broke on its own. ऐसे crack हो गया था and we had to break it down. So I'm being told that the glass cracked on its own and बिल्कुल blast जैसा sound आया. अगर मेरे सामने होता तो भाई मेरी तो फट जाती. Guys, मैं बहुत फट्टू हूँ. मैं दिखने में full big man and all, but है मैं बहुत फट्टू. Anyways, let's get jacked. Better to be jacked and fattu than skinny and fattu. Guys, this is Mr. Allen.
Hello.
We're just helping.
He's teaching me. He's telling me how to do the flies.
We're teaching him how to do a pec fly. Okay, so Mr. Allen, when you're doing... No, I want to call you Mr. Allen. You didn't let me call you sir, so let me just call you Mr. Allen. Okay, so Mr. Allen, when you're doing the pec fly, a lot of people just try to do something like this, a motion where they're trying to touch their palms together. The goal is to get your elbows as close as possible. Okay, that is how you get that squeeze on your pecs. The more elbow bend you have, the lesser chest you're working, the more biceps and other supporting musculature. So, you'll have to figure out what seat height is best for you. Some people like it high, some people like it low. You can figure that out.
But should it be at chest height?
Doesn't matter, honestly. If you're doing it here, 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 you're still working the same muscles. Now, when you're doing this, like I mentioned, goal is to get your elbows as close as possible. If your palms don't touch, it's fine. Just focus on squeezing your elbows together and then you can let it go at the bottom. Good stretch at the bottom and then again squeeze your elbows.
But yeah, elbows are not meeting.
My elbows are not?
Your elbows are not meeting.
You cannot touch your elbows. Plus my chest is big. I have good chest muscles. So they come in the way when I'm trying to squeeze. I can't possibly squeeze. So the idea is just get them as close as you possibly can. And that's how you do a pec fly.
But when you do that, your hands will automatically come close.
They'll come close. But if they don't touch, it's fine. The goal is don't bend the elbow to forcibly touch your palms. The goal is to do this. That's a fly. Where you get your arm from outside to inside. Simple. So that was a fun interaction with Mr. Allen. We taught him how to do a pec fly, and I'm sure you guys must have found it useful too. Now, the interaction that you saw between him and I, that's exactly how I coach my clients as well. You guys must know that I'm an online fitness coach, but did you know that before I started coaching people online, I used to train people in person? I see a lot of 18, 19, 20-year-olds coaching people online, which I'm okay with. As long as you can get your clients the results, it really doesn't matter how old you are. But my concern is these 18, 19, 20-year-olds have never trained anybody in person. You see, reading something online versus applying it in real life in front of your eyes, two very different things. Mr. Anand here is a senior citizen and his body works a little different when compared to your textbook person. In textbook, you're looking at ideal scenarios, but when you go on the field and apply your logics and science, it doesn't always work the way you want it to. So my recommendation to all the budding fitness coaches out there is go to a gym, train people for 3-4 months, learn what it is like to apply your science in real life scenarios and then go online. If you're a good coach, you don't even need to touch your clients to teach them how to do a particular exercise. You should be good with your cues. You should give them the right cues that will help them apply it into their own exercises. Now time for some pressing. We have 32.5 each side. Let's go for 7-8 reps. Seven done. Last, come on. Ooh. Ooh. You notice that pause that I add at the bottom of my pressing when I'm in this position? I do that to standardize my reps. That way I know any increase in load is coming from potential strength gains and not because I'm bouncing the bar off my chest. I suggest that you guys also add like a micro pause when it comes to your pressing, flat pressing, incline pressing, shoulder pressing, even leg presses or squats, right? Just add like a micro pause, half a second, enough for you to standardize your technique and your reps. अब घर जाने के लिए मैं अपनी बाइक के पास क्या आया? I just saw this. Guys, remember when I was hunting for a bike? I had almost finalized ZX6R, but I had to back out because last minute मुझे लगने लगा कि अगर मैं बाइक ले लिया तब तो मेरी मौत पक्की है. I'll tell you why. मैं ZX6R पे बैठा, मैंने स्टार्ट किया एंड उसका 4 सिलेंडर ग्राउल सुनते ही मेरी फट गई गाइस. Back home and look who's here. Yo Brownie, what's up? पूछ देखो इसकी guys. I can't play cricket, but at least I can watch it on YouTube. This is Kevin Peterson's channel, The Switch, and this is a video in which he brings AB de Villiers 50 balls to score 100. And we're watching this while eating lunch. We have chickpeas, rice, chicken, and what is this called, bro? Evi God. It's been a couple of hours since I got back from the gym and I still haven't changed my clothes. That's because I was working on a YouTube script. I'm working on a new video for my main channel. I'm coming back on the main channel after 100 whole days. That is officially the longest I have gone without uploading a video since 2022. God damn. But yeah, I'm making a comeback now because this topic that I'm working on, I think you guys are gonna like it.